Exploring underwater used to be very difficult. Every expedition would take careful preparation, and underwater explorers had no way to communicate with people on land. In fact, we landed on the moon before we started to explore our biggest underwater mountain range, the Mid-Oceanic Ridge. But thanks to technology, all of that is changing. Now, we can explore the deep sea without ever leaving home. Katie Croft Bell is a leader on the EV Nautilus, a ship that explores the oceans. One week, the destination might be the Gulf of Mexico, in an attempt to find a shipwreck. The next week, Nautilus will be on a journey to investigate underwater volcanoes near Grenada. Scientists on the ship send robotic vehicles deep into the sea to look for shipwrecks, to study the plants and animals, and to look at the geology or rocks in an area. The vehicles transmit images and information back to the scientists on the ship. It's a great way to explore deep and dangerous places. And robots aren't the only cool technology on Nautilus. Let's say you want to find out where Nautilus is at the moment. Well, you can go online to see. The Nautilus website has a 24-hour webcam so that people all around the world can find out what's happening on the ship at any time of day or night. Telepresence technology allows you to be a virtual explorer on Nautilus. You can also follow the updates on the Nautilus blog and send messages to scientists on the ship. Some people even get the opportunity to help out with the research. Scientists can communicate with experts on the other side of the world and make sure that they have accurate information about their discoveries. For example, when researchers on Nautilus discovered an aircraft on the ocean floor near Sicily, World War II pilots helped them identify it. The telepresence system allows people from school children to research scientists to be part of our expeditions, says Katie. It's really exciting.
Each expedition aboard the Nautilus requires a lot of preparation. But no matter how prepared the crew is, they're almost always surprised by something on their journey. Once, the scientists were looking for volcanoes near Sicily when they saw something interesting on the sea floor. They sent one of their robotic vehicles down to investigate. The vehicle transmitted photos of a wrecked aircraft back to the ship. The scientists thought it was probably a World War II aircraft, but they wanted to make sure. They put the photos of the aircraft up on their blog and found out that they were right, thanks to some World War II pilots from Italy.
SS Republic was a steamboat that used to transport passengers and gold coins in the 1850s. It was built in Baltimore, USA, in 1853. After that, it would travel to many foreign countries, including England, France, Nicaragua, and Panama. On the 18th of October, 1865, it set off from New York with 80 people on board and with $400,000 in gold and silver coins. Its destination was New Orleans, a distance of 3,148 kilometers from New York. But the ship never reached New Orleans. 5 days into the journey, there was a huge hurricane, and SS Republic sank. In 2003, marine archaeologists discovered the wreck of SS Republic. They used robotic vehicles to examine the ship and succeeded in bringing up more than 51,000 silver and gold coins from the wreck.
ĐUN Jima. ancient underwater city or natural wonder? Some believe it's an ancient city that sank thousands of years ago. Others think it is a natural structure, the result of many earthquakes in the area. Either way, the huge rock formations and stone structures off the coast of Yonaguni Island are an amazing sight. The small Japanese island of Yonaguni is 1,029 kilometers south of the coast of mainland Japan, between the East China Sea and the Pacific Ocean. From November to July, many divers visit Yonaguni to see the hammerhead sharks. In 1986, a local diver, Kiichiro Arataki, was looking for sharks about 18 meters underwater when he discovered an enormous rock shaped like a rectangle. It was about the size of 2 football fields. There were huge steps on the rock, perfect right angles, and long, straight passages. Was this really just a rock, or was it something more? Masaki Kimura, a marine geologist, travelled to the island to examine the discovery. At first, he thought the formations were natural, but then he noticed shapes and carvings on the rock. Masaki now believes that these rock formations are the remains of an important city more than 5,000 years old. He thinks that it sank in a huge tsunami about 2,000 years ago. Masaki has identified the ruins of a castle, several temples, and a large stadium in the rock formations. Some scientists disagree with Kimura. Robert Schoch, also a geologist, thinks that earthquakes caused these rock formations, and the carvings are just natural scratches on the rock. "I do not believe it is a human-made structure," says Robert. "It is absolutely incredible and well worth seeing, but it is a natural structure." Perhaps we will never know the truth about Yonaguni, but one thing is for sure, it's an amazing place to explore.